From their beds, from their toys, from their friends, from their homes. Many of them likely watched the two people who always vowed to protect them from the monsters and the bad guys, mom and dad, get slaughtered by terrorists right in front of their little terrified eyes. Most of these faces, I believe it's safe to assume, did not survive. We hope they did. This is the moment Hamas terrorists kidnapped a mom and her two babies. Now look how tightly she is grasping them. Look at their calm faces knowing that mom will protect them. And look at the terror in her eyes as she realizes she can't. This is evil. There's not another word that is more accurate to describe what is happening. Yet thousands of Americans have taken to the streets to defend these actions. One of our own elected officials can't even bring herself to utter a single word of sympathy. Watch this.
Terrorists have cut off babies' heads and burned children alive. Do you support Israel's rights to defend themselves against this brutality?
We're just going to go through here.
You can't comment about Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads? Congresswoman, do you have a comment on Hamas terrorists chopping off babies' heads?
How does that happen? If you're struggling to understand the world as it is today and the evil and those who refuse to take a stand against it, you're not alone. Tonight, as we are on the precipice of another genocide and
Hello everyone, and peace of the Lord to all of you. I hope my voice coming good and clear. Please invite your friends. As you see, I'm very early in the morning. I just took my shower and I said to myself, let me go live even though it's very late for me. But, you know, it's a good opportunity to meet new people from different territory in the world and give them opportunity to join us. If you watch the whole video from the beginning to the end, I know you will agree, but you will not see him saying one single word. Who are they who he called American who support Israel? Why don't say Muslims? Why you say an official American official, but you don't say a Muslim official? Why you don't say? So even those who they supposedly they say the truth, they are still hypocrites. They don't want to say who are they, those who support them. Those are not just supporting, those are Muslims. Because if we say the word Muslim, somebody will say, oh, he's Islamophobic. Islamophobic now, it's a title used to mute anyone. Anyone, you say anything against Islam, you are a phobic, you have a phobia. Your Islam is a nice religion. I mean, it's true Hamas kidnapped children and rape women, but this is for, I mean, so what? This is their rights. In fact, the scumbags of New York, the liberals, they believe so. I'm not making things up. Listen.
It's just the cause and effect of oppression.
Hamas have the moral high ground here.
I feel like Hamas are just defending themselves from years and years of oppression and looking around, living through the rumbles. And I feel like it's just justified and they're traumatized.
Yeah, a lot of my friends kind of side with Israel, but I feel like there's more than one side to this. I wouldn't say the attacks are fully unjustified.
I'm on the side of Palestine.
The Israeli government has kind of brutalized the Palestinians, so I understand why they try and fight back.
This whore, she understand why Hamas raping children, kidnapping women, burning people alive. She understand why. Because the Israeli are unjust. I will go with you now. You are a black African, and the American, they were not fair to you, and I'm talking about the white ones. Are you going to rape the children of the white people? Are you going to kidnap their children because they oppress your grandfather? Are you? I will go with those scumbags. Coptic Christians in Egypt are the most oppressed people in the world. Egypt is their land. There's no question. Have nothing to do with the Arab. Egyptians are African. They have nothing to do with the Arab. Arab are white people. Should the Coptic people put bombs in mosque, kidnap Muslim women and children, and rape them and take them as hostages until the Arab leave their land? Indonesian Christians, extremely oppressed. Pakistani Christians, every few weeks they burn churches for them and they kidnap their daughters. Shall we ask the Pakistani Christians to make an organization called Hamas Christian Pakistan? And they start raping children of the Muslims? And burning them alive and taking them hostages until the Muslim leave the Christian alone and stop their oppression? I'm going with you. The Syrian in Syria. This is the land of the Syriac. The Iraqi in Iraq. This is the land of the Assyrian. None of them is a Muslim. None of them is an Arab. Shall the Assyrian or the Syrian or the Chaldean or the Armenian, who they are oppressed massively, kidnap Muslim girls and boys and rape them and kill them and burn them? Those scumbags are the fruits of liberalism. And I want to blame the Christians in the West in general. You know, Christians, they go to church, they wave their hand to Jesus. I love you, Jesus, I love you. And then they go from the church and they give hug to everybody. They have no voice. They don't go in the street confronting those stupid, idiot people. They are not even there. You don't even see them. Their priest, all what he cares for is to collect donation and play music in the church. But we don't see that. Where is the priest of those churches? Where is the Christian conservative who stands for the truth? Where are you? How many priests they go make videos in the street and they say, this is wrong, you are wrong? Isn't it this is your job, is to teach ethic and to preach the truth? So what's your job exactly as a priest? To collect salary and health insurance and housing, and people show respect for you, and you have nice meat on your table, all of this because the Christians are donating to you? Somebody says Egyptian, they are not African. No, Egyptian, they are coming from Mars. I mean, isn't it Egypt is in Africa? Who is the donkey he said Egyptian are not African? Give me his name. Where is Egypt is located? In Africa. They are not African. You know what? I heard that the Chinese are Caucasian. I know. And most likely they are the descendant from the Viking. I mean, the world is full of donkeys. This is why we, as a Christians, or if you are not a Christian, but just a person who have a, let us say, a brain, a thinker, just use your brain. If we ask those people who keep saying this is the land of the Palestinian, the land of, who are they, the Palestinian first? Those are Arab. They are not Palestinians. How they are Palestinian but they are Arab? It's like saying German is the land of the Chinese. Germany. All in every single one of those Abdul, he say he is an Arab. You cannot be an Arab and Palestinian at the same time. You know, those are people, you know, in the year 670, 80, and 700, 750, 800, not a single person speak Arabic in this land. And this is more than 700, 800, 900 years after Jesus. Stupid people. The Christians, because they are so submissive. You see, if you notice now, by the way, you will notice that people appreciate terrorists. The Western, stupid Western, they are telling the Christians in the Middle East to rape Muslim women. Then they will respect you. To kidnap some, you know, like make noise, kidnap some Muslim women, and then, you know, you will be a hero in the eyes of the liberals because those Christians are oppressed in Syria, oppressed in Iraq, oppressed in Turkey. I mean, don't go and see what they are doing to the Christians in Turkey. Go and see what they are doing to them in Armenia. Even in Israel. Let us go back to Israel. Have you ever heard of someone he is a Palestinian Christian? How come the Palestinian Christian don't rape and kidnap the children of the Jews? As long as this is the reason. As long you are saying the Jews are oppressing Palestinians. What is the name of the Palestinian Christian organization who rape children, kidnap Jewish kids, and they want to kill every single Jew? If the Israeli took the land of so-called Palestinian, well, the Christians are there before the Muslims. Which means, based on this standard, the Jews, they took the land from the Christian, not from the Muslims. So shall the Christian Palestinian kidnap babies of the Jews and kill them and rape them and burn them? Stupidity is beyond imagination in the world. The rapist is a hero. Those people, they keep saying the sign of peace, peace, peace. You know, those liberals, nobody speak about peace about like them. But the second you oppose them, they burn your Bible. They break your cross. They set the churches on fire. If we go check right now, how many churches in USA are burned in the last 5 years by those? By Antifa. Based on this, the one who burned my church, I should go and rape his daughter. This is your opinion, right? Based on this, the one who break the cross, vandalize my church, I should go, you are oppressing me, I should go kidnap his kid. This is their opinion. That's what they are saying. Look at this idiot.
Say their attacks are fully unjustified.
I'm on the side of Palestine.
The Israeli government has kind of brutalized the Palestinians, so I understand why.
She understands.
Try and fight back.
I understand where they're coming from.
She understands where she is coming from. Look at her. She looks like a zucchini. She have a ring in her nose, and she is a thinker, and she is looking at the sky to get the information so she can understand where this is coming from. That's why she's looking at the sky. She's trying to see where this is coming from. And by the way, where is this ring coming to your nose from? I mean, how in the world you can clean your nose if you have a flu? And why you put it there? Did you decide to become a cow? In Asia, they put a ring in the nose of the cow because it hurt. And they tie the cow from that area by the rope. So if the cow tried to go stubborn, then they pull the rope. Are you a cow? Well, I can tell you our super intelligence, and the proof for that is the ring in your nose. I wonder what do you have in your ass? How you can go through the airport? Beep, 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 beep. So she understand what? Let me play it again. I did not get it.
With Israel, but I feel like there's more than one side to this. I wouldn't say the attacks are fully unjustified.
I'm on the side of Palestine.
The Israeli government has kind of brutalized the Palestinians, so I understand why they try and fight back.
I understand where they're coming from, and I understand why they're doing what they're doing.
They're fighting back.
She understand what they are doing. She understand where this is coming from and what they are doing, you know. I mean, so, okay. So the Muslim now, they believe that in Europe they are oppressed. In America, they believe they are oppressed. FBI are watching their mosque. Shall they rape you? Or you are inviting people to do so? What kind of what's wrong with those stupid people? Look at this smart girl. She is the daughter of Aflaton. Genius.
They've been entrapped for 15 years.
They've been trapped for 13 years. They are being trapped, brother. Why they are trapped? Because each time they let them get inside between the Jews, they kill some babies. The Jewish, they offer those people to go and join. Okay, you want to join Jordanian government? Jordanian refuse. Egyptian refuse. Syrian refuse. Nobody want to deal with them. They have a border with Egypt. Don't you know, you stupid donkey? The Egyptians don't want to open their border for them. Shall the Gaza rape the Egyptian daughters because the government is not letting them to go in the border? Why the Muslims don't open border for them? They are Muslims like them. Not a single country in the Middle East will welcome any of them. The only one welcome is Qatar, and they welcome only the leaders. They don't welcome normal people. Because the Qatari, they use those Hamas to be a center of, like, let us say, import, like now. The ruler of Qatar, who is a scumbag, he is a supporter of Hamas. Everybody knows he's a terrorist. His mother, her name is Musa, which means banana. What do you expect from the banana? It goes in your mouth and then comes from your ass. They are the ass and the pain in the ass. So each time somebody kidnapped, who is the one to call Qatar? Did you ask yourself why? Did the world ask themselves why Qatar? Why Osama bin Laden refused to do any interview except with Al Jazeera TV? Why Osama bin Laden speak against every Islamic government except Qatar? Why ISIS, they love Qatar? Why Hamas, they love Qatar? And not only that, all their leaders, they have a big, huge villas in Qatar. Why Qatar don't make them have a fancy life? I mean, Qatar is very rich country, extremely rich. They do not know what to do with the money. They want to buy stadium here, football team there. Their money is all over the place. The mother of the ruler of Qatar, she like a chocolate. She said, who made this chocolate? Ah, this is a brand. Buy the manufacturer. Oh, they look gold. Who is this team? Manchester. Buy Manchester. But they don't have money for the poor people in Gaza. They have money only to support terrorists, because that will give them a point of interest in the world. Everybody who have kidnapped person, he called the Prince of Qatar, who is not a prince. He is just a scumbag. He was made a ruler and his family by the British intelligence. As you see, those people in Gaza, they are oppressed. Well, I am oppressed in the Middle East. I am an Arab Christian, and we are not treated even as a second citizen, not even third citizen, not even fourth. We are not even citizen. Yet this is our land. Oh, you remind me now. You know, you took the land in America from the Indian American. Should the Indian American rape your daughter? Should an American Indian kidnap you and rape you and kill you? I do not need to prove to you that his people, they've been oppressed massively. All the country, America, is their land. And this is what you teach in your school. And now the Indian American, until now, they are trapped. Can they get rid of you? They cannot. This is how stupid those people are. I want to see, guys, which country you are from. If you are from Asia, give me one. If you are from Asia, give me one. If you don't like to show you where you are from, no need. I want to know the audience now, if you don't mind. It is very disgusting. It's very sick. It's very filthy. It's very dummy. And what makes it more bad, that Christians are so mute for centuries. Very nice, kind people. As you see, people don't respect you for being kind. All of this from Asia? I'm the only one now from China? Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, this is the time where people in Asia, they are upright. So this is why I said to myself, let me go now, even though it's very late for me. I don't know if you can tell my voice is not, I just took a shower because, you know, actually this is against my nature as an Arab. We take a shower once a year. But I said to myself today, you know, as long as we are going in war, and the Israeli might oppress me and cut the water, so I decided to take a shower before they come. Yeah, because we have to blame the Jews for anything. Anything happens, we blame the Jews. Why we don't have electricity in the Middle East? The Jews. Why we don't have jobs? The Jews. Okay. Why we don't have democracy? The Jews. Why we don't have election? The Jews. Okay, why the judges in our countries are corrupt? The Jews. Okay, why Saddam Hussein is killing the Kurdish? The Jews. Okay, why ISIS is killing the Muslims? The Jews. Okay, Al-Qaeda kidnapping Christians and Christian nuns and priests and killing them. Why? Because the Jews. Okay, why the Russian they invade Ukraine? The Jews. Why the Chechenian president he is going to kill every single Christian in Ukraine? The Jews. Because the president is a Jew. I mean, we have a solution. Who is controlling the world? The Jews. Who is the most rich people? The Jews. Even when Muhammad, his penis could not function, he blamed the Jews. He claimed that the Jews, they made for him a black magic and his penis is weep. That's it. If you don't believe me, I can show the reference. According to the story, a Jewish man took some hair from the anus of Muhammad. How he got it, don't ask me. I don't speak about politics. And then this Jewish man who took some hair from the holy anus of Prophet Muhammad, anus upon him, he said some magical words. I'm not sure, trying to remember them. Harut, Marut, Shankabut. And since then, the penis of the Prophet, peace be upon him, is not there. Shashidu striptease, not moving. Even they played Quran for the penis, not standing. They played the anthem of ISIS, is not there. They gave him food, shish kebab, hummus, all, nothing working. Aisha, she offered some massage. Don't even try. And then Prophet of Allah, Muhammad, police be upon him, because he's a terrorist. He prayed to Allah. And then Allah, he sent him a dish of shish kebab. He ate it and he got the power of 40 men. And this is telling you that Allah is the best ever who made the Viagra. Nothing worked with the Prophet. All of this because of a Jewish guy. He took some hair from the anus of the Prophet, which is a true story, and he controlled him by black magic. They blame the Jews for everything. Why the food decay? Because of the Jews. Why the meat decay? Because of the Jews. So are you telling me if there is no Jews, we do not need a refrigerator? Absolutely. When there was no Israel as a state as we know now, why Muhammad was killing the Jews? They oppress him, brother. But they are minority. They are not even Arab. And they live in Arabia. How the minority, they oppress Muhammad? If there is no Israeli, meat would not decay. But there's no Israel at that time, as we know today. Muhammad, he is calling the Israeli, blaming them for everything. Well, Muhammad, he said that every Muslim should kill every Jew. There was Israel at that time and the Israeli oppressing them. Where the Israeli? He's talking about the judgment day. And he mentioned in his time that he is going to cleanse the Arabian Peninsula from the Christian and the Jews. And this is why there's not a single Christian in Qatar. He is a Qatari. Not a single Christian in Saudi Arabia. He is a Saudi. Have you ever heard of religion dominate every single citizen? Not even atheist. Not a single atheist in Saudi Arabia. Not a single homo. So now, based on what those dummies they are saying, if you are an atheist in Saudi Arabia, you are oppressed, and that justify you raping, according to them, raping the children of the Muslims. Because you are an atheist, you are oppressed in Saudi Arabia. You know, I met with Palestinian Christians, and they told me a story. They said when they were kids, naive, they start throwing rocks with the Muslims. You know, like we are Palestinian, they are Palestinian, let us throw rocks with them. They don't even know why they are throwing rocks. So they start throwing rocks. They are teenage. And then the Israeli, they arrest them all, and they took them to jail. Inside the jail, when you come in new, it takes some time to give you blankets. They told me that because they are Christians, not a single one offered them to sit with them in their blanket. So this guy, two guys, they are brothers. They sit in the floor, and they don't want them to get close to them. They made them sit away, just because they are Christians. Those are the Palestinians. Two Christian kids, Palestinian kids, throwing rocks at the Israeli. When they arrested, the Muslim treated them like dogs. And then they said to me, when we saw that, we noticed that we are in the wrong place. We are in the wrong side. They told me that the Israeli don't really discriminate us. In Israel, there's Orthodox Jews who discriminate even women. Discriminate their own. They spit even in their own soldiers. You believe it or not, I can show you. They spit at the Christians in the street. But the government, they don't. The system does not. Anyone who holds the Israeli passport, he can fly anywhere he wants. He can apply for any job. and there's congressmen in Israel, they are Arab, and they are Muslims. Can we find congressman, he is a Jew, in any Muslim country? In fact, Shushu, not this Shushu, different Shushu, Shabir Ali. He just, he just invited in their channel a very weirdo Jew who is against Israel. Yes, brother, he is against Israel. This is Israel. This is the Jews. But you will notice they love those. But he's a Jew. Oh, as long as he hates Israel, he's fine. You know? Look at her happy face. Look. She is so excited. Tell us what happened. What happened?
And speak. I'm here with Rabbi Yisrael David Weiss.
He's a rabbi. He's a rabbi. Isn't it the Quran says the most evil ones are the Jews? But she is so happy to have him. Why? What is the reason? There must be a reason.
Palestinians, and I'm going to ask him why that's so. Rabbi,
welcome
what? To Let the Quran Speak. I'm here with Rabbi Yisrael David Weiss. He supports Palestinians.
See? So why you want to kill all the Jews then? If there is Jews who support Palestinians, why you want to kill all the Jews? Why Muhammad says kill all the Jews? All the Jews. And who is this scumbag who support Hamas?
And I'm going to ask him why that's so. Rabbi, welcome to Let the Quran Speak.
Thank you, and it's an honor, a privilege to be.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
On your program.
But what a shameful scumbag you are.
No, it's wonderful to talk to you. So tell me, Rabbi, why do you oppose the state of Israel,
why,
first of
why?
all, and why do you support Palestinians?
Okay, first I pray to the Almighty that He bestow upon me
What do you mean Almighty? Is that Allah?
His truth, His wisdom, that I may be worthy of conveying His message and so sanctify His name.
Really?
It's not my personal opinion.
And look, guys, look what he have in his shoulder. I mean, even the flag is in the size of his head. Do you see what he's holding in his shoulder? In his, he's wearing the scarf of the Middle East. And look at what the heck is that in your shoulder? Tell us more.
What I'm representing, with God's help, is the opinion of the very religious Jews around the world.
He presents all the Jews in the world. So all the millions of Jews in Israel, they don't count. He is the speaking man for all the Jews around the world. Okay, tell us.
Including in Al-Quds, in Jerusalem.
Including Jerusalem, by the way. Including.
Jerusalem, including, well, throughout Europe and throughout the world, basically. We, as a Jewish people, have made a covenant with God 3,000 years ago.
Okay, you made a covenant. We Jewish people made a covenant. Are you sure? And the covenant says support Muhammad and terrorists.
On Mount Sinai, Moshe Rabbeinu and Moses went up.
Did he say Sinai? That means this is your land. Did he say we made a covenant with God in Sinai? So Sinai is the land of the Jews. Here we go. This is way beyond Gaza. This is go deep inside Egypt. Sinai. We just heard him saying, thank you for the information.
And took the Torah from God, and we made a covenant to uphold the Torah. That is what Judaism is all about.
This is what Judaism is about. Let me shut you, just to show you how scumbag you are, and you and the women next to you, Shabir Ali daughter. Isn't it this is the stupid Quran saying that Allah gave the land to Moses? And isn't it the Bible says that God, he promised the Jews this land, you coward liar? But I will show you from the Quran. And the girl, she is shaking her head. Yeah, tell us more, tell us more. We need some scumbag like you more. How many donkeys there is between the Jews? You know, there's more like you. I'm sure there's a lot. Isn't it this is the stupid Quran made by Muhammad himself saying that this is the holy land assigned to you, Moses? Huh? Even the stupid Quran confirmed that. So according to this guy, he is a Jewish rabbi. And he is holding the covenant from God. And his understanding that to be a Jew is just to practice the covenant. Let us continue watching so we can love more.
We as a Jewish people have made a covenant with God 3,000 years ago on Mount Sinai. Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses went up and took the Torah from God, and we made a covenant to uphold the Torah. That is what Judaism is all about, to uphold this covenant.
If we ask this scumbag, the covenant was given to who? If there is anyone can tell me the covenant given to who? If we go from the beginning, we will find in Genesis that the Lord appeared to Abraham and said to him, this is your land. In this land you will be, and I will bless you. I will give you these lands. This is a rabbi. So you grow your hair and you make a hairstyle. I want to do that, by the way. I think that will make women like me more, because until now I could not find a woman to marry me. Then I will be intelligent, a rabbi, and Muslim, they will like me. Because I claim that I am a rabbi, but I do not know what the Bible teaching about the promised land for the Jews. He never heard of it. He's a rabbi. There is no such a thing in the Torah. You're lying, Christian Prince.
3,000 years ago on Mount Sinai, Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses went up and took the Torah from God, and we made a covenant to uphold the Torah. That is what Judaism is all about, to uphold this covenant, to be close to the Almighty, to be subservient to the Almighty.
That's it.
This movement, the concept of creating a state sovereignty, and what they want to call a Jewish sovereignty, that concept, is a movement that started around 150 years ago.
Oh, not started by Abraham and David and Solomon. No. This is just 100 years ago. I mean, David was not a king. He was just a congressman in America. Actually, he was the first one who called for solar system. And he is against gas and petroleum. He want to go green. This is what Judaism is about. And the Bible never said that this is your land. When we will find tons of verses all over in the book of Genesis from the beginning of the Bible. If we go to Genesis as an example, chapter 35. So when God, he spoke to Jacob, he said to him, this land that I gave you, I gave to Abraham, and Isaac I will give to you. Did the Jewish people have a kingdom and they have kings? Did God promise them the land? It's all over from the first book in the Bible. fact, the promise of the covenant of God, this is scumbag is talking about, is not Israel today. It is from the Nile River to the Euphrates. Is that correct, people? Or I'm making things up? Is it true? He's speaking about the covenant of God. The covenant of God. Okay, what God say? Let us see. What God say, let me get you the verses. Hold on. Chapter 15, I think. Let me see. What a donkey. Let me go. Genesis 15. I mean, those people are really. And this is why, you know, those people, nobody cares for them. I bet you nobody even go and listen to him. He's a rabbi for nobody. But now he's a Muslim rabbi. He's a Toiva singer. You know, he's a rabbi. Here we go. Did he mention the word covenant, or I'm making things up? He mentioned the word covenant, right? All right. Let us see what the Lord said to Abraham. Read with me. In the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, saying unto thee, seed I have given this land, from the river of Egypt into the great river Euphrates. He just mentioned the covenant. We just heard him. And he claimed to be a rabbi. He claimed to be a rabbi. My friend, you are not a rabbi. You are a dog who have rabies. The same as this is scumbag to weave a singer. Do you see who is their guest? A liar. Is he a liar or making things up? This is the Bible. You can open it in any, and you can read it. If you know Hebrew, go and open Hebrew. Don't read it in English. We have tons of verses, not only this. But this one confirmed that the Jews, if they want to follow the covenant of God, they should take all the land, all the way from the river of the Nile River, all the way to Euphrates. This is the land, is the covenant. But the Jews are being kind. They don't want to do that. They are satisfied with the little piece of land, but nobody want to let them go alone. Israel alone is a small, tiny land. Very tiny. The farm of George Bush in Texas is bigger than Israel. They brought to our rabbi. What you can say now? Can you deny that he is the rabbi? Look at him. He have hair. Christian Prince, he don't have hair. In fact, I just shaved all my hair in the shower. I look like Sam Shamoun now. Except my beard is 10 meters. I did not measure it no more. I give up. It grows like 10 foot a day. This is a rabbi. So dogs are barking against Israel. And instead of saying shame on you, you killed our babies. And you know, listen. This is 17 hours ago. This is what? This is 17 hours ago. This video is made 17 hours ago. Shouldn't this guy be sad and upset for killing and raping babies? 17 hours ago. Let us say, for the sake of whatever, you don't like Israel. Shouldn't you be upset for kidnapping little children, babies, and raping them and burning them and cutting their heads. Instead, he is wearing the terrorist flag. All of them, they are hypocrite. Even the one who claimed that they are supporting Israel, they don't want to say the truth, that this is Islam. And this is what Muslims believe in rape, killing, kidnapping. And they oppress you. Either you join them or you are the enemy and we will rape your daughter. We will spit on you and we will take your home anyway. There is many Judas, always. Judas is not a unique character. In every house, actually, there's a Judah. Even in your own household. If you have 10, 12 kids, I don't know. I mean, people don't have kids no more these days. They have puppies. You know, you go in the street, you find a young man and young women, they are married. They don't have babies, they have dogs. How, you know, and she is carrying the dog and she have a milk feeder. Yeah, I mean, this is how the world is today. The dogs. So those mentally ill people, they cannot be the one we can take source from them because they lie, and we have all the proofs and the evidence, even from the book of the devil Muhammad, that this is the land of the Jews. Tell you about the Quranic dialect different. Is that the topic now? You are worried about the dialect. We don't worry about children being killed, kidnapped, raped. Do you want me to sing a song for you too? Beside the dialect in Arabic? Should I sing for you a Hamas song? Shish kebab, hummus, hummus, shish kebab. They are liars. They are scumbags. And Israel is hated by their own people too, as you see. We as Christians, even though the Jews insult Jesus, they insult Mary, but we will never betray the covenant of the Lord. We are not doing what we do because we are siding. No, this is their land. Who was the king of Jerusalem? Name for me the Palestinian king who was ruling Jerusalem. Give me one. The Palestinian king who speak Arabic and say Allahu Akbar. And he worship Allah. And he do Hajj and he go to the Kaaba every year. The Muslim, they hijack everybody. Even Noah, he landed in Sri Lanka. Where? In Sri Lanka. Oops. Sri Lanka is a Muslim land now. Good luck, Sri Lanka. The Muslim will take your land. That's it. This is the land of the Muslim.
Amongst those.
You don't believe me? Listen carefully. Muhammad, he saw a dream. He went to seventh heaven in the top of a flying donkey. Allah cut his chest. He cleaned all the garbage inside him because he was full of shit. And then he took him to heaven after he installed and he brought with him a dish of faith, a dish of wisdom, installed it inside Muhammad. Muhammad became so wise. He took him to heaven, and now Muhammad, he came back and he went to Jerusalem and he have his donkey. He tied it in the wall of Al-Aqsa, and then he went back to Mecca. Second day he told the people about this, many people, they start leaving Islam. I said, this guy is mentally ill. They asked him, describe for you Jerusalem. He could not describe it. He claimed there's 124,000 prophet was there waiting for him, including Jesus. Where in Jerusalem? Where in Al-Aqsa, which never exist? Each one of those prophets, he have a donkey with him. So, which mean out of Al-Aqsa, which does not exist, there was 124 donkey. Those are the limousine of the prophet. I mean, the whole city of Jerusalem cannot fit for 120,000 donkey. I'm talking about the old Jerusalem, not now. 124,000 donkeys. And no historian report like in such a day there was a massive numbers of donkey out of the temple of Solomon. How much shit they left there. And they're flying donkeys. Not normal donkeys, they have wings. Wing, wing, wing. So there was 124,000 donkey, and not a single historian. I mean, the Roman are there. Those are not Christians yet. They are killing the Christians. Not a single historian report that there was. Forget about seeing the prophet. They did not see the donkeys. I mean, people did not notice, like, what the heck? Donkeys are coming from the sky in a massive number. Donkey invasion. Ooh, this is a horse, not a donkey. What's wrong with you? Oh boy. Sorry guys, after taking a shower, I'm not used to it as an Arab. So if we take a shower, we go out of control. It is a horse. This is a horse sound. A donkey, don't do that. You don't know the voice of donkey. Christian Print. First of all, let me teach you how the voice of the donkey. Zakir Naik, you do not teach me. Just talk, and that is the talk of a donkey. Christian Prince, you're insulting me. First of all, it's an honor to be the donkey who ride with the Prophet Muhammad. Abdul, I can show you the hadith where the donkey refused to take Muhammad in his back. Can you explain that if this is an honor? Christian Prince, first of all, Al-Buraq, P.T. Abraham, he do not know that this is the Prophet Muhammad. Therefore, he refused in the beginning to take him. But as soon, Prophet Jibreel, he explained to him, and he said to him, this is the Prophet Muhammad, you idiot. Then the donkey, he was like, oh, please, 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 jump on the top of me. Zakir Naik, are you serious? When Muhammad wanted to ride the donkey refused. Jibreel said to him, you stupid donkey, do you know who is he? This is Muhammad, the Prophet of Allah. And then the hadith says, the donkey was sweating in his pant, like, you know, like, what the heck, what I did, what I just did. Oh. True story. And now they want Jerusalem. And look at this guy. He will tell you where Abraham landed. Sorry, where Adam landed.
Now if we look at Adam alayhi salam, he came down onto the earth. He was sent to the earth. There's a question. Where did he land?
Where?
He wasn't just thrown so that suddenly he landed, meaning
really?
He dropped. But Allah placed him on the earth. This we find in the narration of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where he says that Adam alayhi salam nazala fil Hind. He came down in what is known as the Indo-Pak subcontinent.
Now I know why Indian movies are messed up. Now I know why every single Indian movie is nothing but fictions. I told you, like, you know, you watch Indian movie, I mean, nothing in the movie makes sense anyway. I mean, the guy is dating the girl in the desert, and then suddenly 25,000 people appear behind them, dancing, moving the same, and they are wearing the same clothes, all of them. Subhanallah, mashallah. And now, Adam, brother and sisters, he landed where? In India. Why? Because they have curry there. Why do you want to go to those white people in Europe? What they have? Do they have curry? No. By the way, if I am Adam and I decide to land, I will land in Korea because kimchi tastes better. Sorry. I mean, come on. Kimchi is the best. Forget about the rest. So I think our grandfather Adam, he made a mistake. He favored the curry over the kimchi because he did not know better. So where he landed, brother? Where?
He came down in what is known as the Indo-Pak subcontinent. Precisely Sri Lanka.
Precisely. Take it or leave it. Precisely. I mean, they have the GPS. Not only that. Precisely. It's hard to breathe talking to those donkeys. You know, listen, guys. Precisely. Not only that. We have his footprint. Yes, brother. I'm sorry, brother. We have all the evidence. If you don't believe me, brother, watch with me, brother. Adam Peak, Sri Lanka. Islamic landmark. This is Islamic landmark. I see a Hindu guy. I see what? A Hindu. They want to hijack the Hindu temple. And this is the footprint of Adam. Abdul, but Adam was 35 meters tall. And just a question for the sake of questioning. How come there is only one footprint? Did Adam lose his foot in the war with Taliban? Did he have only one foot? Like he jumped, like boing, 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 boing. And okay, you know what? Adam footprint. Why have only one print? Wait, only one print? Brother, this footprint measuring 5.7 foot by 2.6 feet. Oh boy. 5 foot and 7 inches, 2 feet and 6 inches is believed, brother, to be the footprint of a prophet Adam, peace be upon him, who was said to be 60 cubits tall, is located in the top mountain of Sri Lanka called Adam Peak. Here we go. The Muslim, they want to hijack the temple of the Buddhist. Adam suddenly was there. Brother, there's a lake there. Is that the piss of Adam? Because if he is so big, you can imagine how big the lake is. Oh boy. So, you know, this is the religion we are dealing with. This is the logic. So when they say this is the land of Israel, those people, they want to take every land. And not only that, Adam, he go and do Hajj every year for 40 years. 40 times. From Sri Lanka to Mecca. But there's no land how he can go. Sri Lanka is an island. Sri Lanka is not connected to India. How Adam can do it? Man, he can swim all this distance. Must be true story. Tell us more. From the beginning and before.
There is a mount there known as Adam's Peak.
See?
If you go there, you will find it green and beautiful, as though it is not from the...
Now we know why Adam chose that location. He was coming down. He said, where I want to go? Why didn't choose Mecca? Because there's nothing there. There's no Mecca anyway. Which book even mentioned the word Mecca in history? So he went there. It's so beautiful. What is that?
This earth, but it is. I'm not trying to imply anything.
Oh, no.
But I'm just saying it is so beautiful, maybe because the Sri Lankans have kept it that way. But it's a beautiful place. It is said that there is a possibility that that is the place. We don't know for certain that that spot is the place, but...
Look, brother, sister, to be honest with you, we don't know for certain that this is a place. But it may be. High possibility. Yeah. But shouldn't we find... Okay, you know, if I go right now, just to show you how stupid this garbage cult is. If I type in Google... tomb of a prophet Adam. You will find the Muslims, they have a tomb for this guy all over the world. You don't believe me? Watch. The tomb of Adam. What? Yes, brother. This is Habil. This is his son. No, we want Adam. We want Adam. Look, the tomb of Adam, brother. Look how long it is. It's like a sandwich. Look at this. Look. I cannot even, my screen cannot even fit to take all the because he's very tall. He's very tall. 210-foot long tomb. Let us open it and see who's inside. However, you will find that Adam have tomb in every country in Muslim world. This is his son Noah. That explains why it's so long too, because his son is going to be so tall too. Look at this one. This one, he looked like a sandwich from the subway. They could not even make the grave straight. Hey, Abdul, so he is so long like this, but he is so thin like that? Why, he was a snake? I mean, how it be that the guy is so tall like that, yet he is so thin like this? So, and he have only, what about his shoulders? What about his ass? Are you sure this is not a tomb of a snake? Look, they have tomb in different, this is all different location. Now, this is Adam and Eve in where? Manar. I don't know where is that. But this is a different one. The same guy in different, how many tombs you have for him? They have his tomb everywhere. The tomb of Adam and Eve. And look how cute next to each other. And look like, by the way, look like Eve was tall the same as the height of Adam. But why he is so short here? This is not the same size of the previous one. Look, if you see here you can see the true size. It's very short. And look at the flags and the fabric, and you know, all of this is a scam to make people, you know, give donation. Hold on. This is the father, the same, by the way, this is the same tomb, but now it is the tomb of Umran. What the heck? Umran, the father of Mary. He is so tall like this. Brother, all those prophets are so tall. What happened to us? They fool people. They, you know, and people, they go and they give donation and they give goats and they give their cow. The woman, she cannot be having a child. She go there. She touched the grave. It's a scam. Open the grave. There's nobody there. It will be a revolutionary discovery if we can find the bones of this guy who is so tall, regardless who is he. I mean, if this guy is so tall like this, how big is his penis? It's just a question, by the way. And by the way, is his penis was included in the grave, or you put it in different grave? What about his balls? How big his teeth? Like maybe his teeth is each one of them like 3 meters big. How big is shit? And when he fought, what he do? Is he the reason for global warming? And hold on. The Muslim, they want to explain how Adam, he was able to cross the sea from Sri Lanka all the way to Mecca. How? Look, they found his boat. But his boat is not even 5 foot big. I mean, how the guy is so big in the sky, size of a sky-high building, but his boat is 5 foot. This guy, he was riding a sardine? Brother, Muslims don't lie. Those are all true stories. I'm just telling you. Okay? The guy is so big, his boat is a sardine. I mean, things happen, what you can say. And this is what happened with Hamas. They thought they have some Kalashnikov, they can go and kidnap some kids. They thought they can fight Israel. Now, get ready for it. You get what you ask for. Little sardine. The shark is coming. You want to bite the shark? Sardine? Good for you. Yeah, please, peace, Israeli aggression. Please stop the Israeli. I ask all the Muslims in the world to do jihad because they are aggression. Stop them. What is the heroes who can fight? Shouldn't you say, come to me, I'm here? They are crying, trying to stop it. The whole idea of creating chaos around the world is to make the Israelis stop. The Israelis are fighting at you. They will not listen to anyone. And what you can do about it? Who dare from the Islamic leaders to open his mouth? Today, we will show you your size. Today, it's time to pay. Even though I know that in Israel, until now, they are being politically correct. They don't want to say that this is what the teaching of Islam is. I understand. They are doing politics. But we don't do politics. Today, you will pay. In fact, they are saying that today is going to be the day where Israel planning to go in Gaza. And I am sure now that the group of Yasser Arafat, the terrorist Yasser Arafat, they will be happy for the news of destroying Hamas. In case you do not know, those people, they hate each other to death. In case you do not know, 11 years Hamas killed hundreds of Palestinians from the terrorist groups of Yasser Arafat. In case you do not know, Yasser Arafat himself is not even from there. He's an Egyptian. And he looked good, by the way. This is what this scumbag used to do. He used to hijack airplane every day, and the stupid European, they pay him ransom. Literally. That's what he do. And instead of going after him and his organization, they pay him. He hijack again. They pay him. They hijack again. Go check. In the 70, in the etc., you will see every week there is one of the airline in Europe is hijacked. It is the stupid European who make those people rich and powerful. I know many will be upset for what I say, but I say to you that the Western people, I used to think about them as highly intelligent. I changed my mind. I believe Western people are the most stupid, dummy people ever exist in this earth. They sponsor terrorism. They support Hamas. They never say the truth, and they are politically correct. You will find that the feminine, who they should, according to Islam, should be killed, they support Hamas. Homosexual, they support Hamas. Go watch what Hamas do to homosexual. They throw them from the top of the building. You will see a homosexual carrying the flag of Israel, of Palestine. Mental. I used to think about the Western, or look at them. I mean, they went to the moon. Look at their cities. Look at their, they have cars, we have nothing. They have a spaceship, we have nothing. They have. I mean, they are smart. They are smart in everything except social life and logic. They are even confused about if they have a penis or not. Like, what is that there? Is that a penis? Or it's a walnut? They are confused who is the victim now in Israel. They think that the one is the victim is the Palestinian. I mean, Abdul, listen, they just raped my daughter. It's so what? They are oppressed. They are oppressed. They just killed the baby. They are oppressed. They are oppressed. What they oppress you do, if you go to Gaza, you yourself as a homosexual, you will be killed second, not even second minute. Today is the day we are waiting for a long time. As the news says, I'm not sure if this is really what will happen, that most likely today is going to be the ground free Gaza operation. If I am in charge of Israel, I will take Gaza and I will never allow anyone to rule it except me. No terrorism. You can hire local to govern, but all security should be in your hand. But I think what will happen, the Israeli government, they will take over Gaza and they will give to Yasser Arafat, terrorist group, the territory. At least those people, they are not practicing the Islamist game or the card. And this way, nobody can say that Israeli are taking that place. They will say, see, we just went there, kicked Hamas out, and we gave the land to the Palestinians. And now because the group of Yasser Arafat and the group of Hamas, they hate each other to death. The violence will start again, but it's going to be this time between Hamas and Yasser Arafat gang. All of them, they are gang anyway. So don't expect much of a change. But I believe this is the game, and this is what is going to happen. Maybe I'm wrong, but usually I'm not. If we go right now in the news, you will see tons of stations that are having live feed of what's happening in that territory. And now civilians, the Israeli, they warn the civilian to leave the territory so they can be, safe from the war zone, because now this is a land is going to be turned to a war zone very soon. And you will see Western media crying out, saying, how in the world that can be? I mean, how hundreds of thousands they will move? They are just moving from the corner to the corner. They are not moving to a different country. Why they can't move? Oh, there's no cars. Why there's no cars? They don't even need a car. Go walk. How big all of Gaza is? I mean, go ride the TikTok. Take a donkey. The guy is smoking and they are laughing. In the media, they are like, the people are like in drama. The people are laughing and victory sign. So I think this is what will happen. And let us say if the coming days will prove me wrong, but usually no. Do you guys want me to stay longer or I should go? Because it's getting so late for me. Thank God I don't have a wife, otherwise she will kill me, especially if she's an Arab. Arab women are very aggressive, you know? Very, very aggressive. Extremely, you know? Like, you know, you marry an Arab woman, you go to the bedroom, okay. You spend the first 2 days doing nothing because she's trying to open the suicide belt around her chest. Honey, we're going to have sex. Don't you see what I'm doing? I'm opening it. One mistake, we can boom. Oh, okay. All right. So, you know what? I married you. I thought you have a big boobs. It turned to be this is a suicide belt? Honey, are you stupid or what? And I was like saying to myself, like, wow, she have a big breast, man. Look at the chest. It turned to be suicide belt. And, you know, you say to her, okay, I'm going to the kitchen, you know, like to get beer. And suddenly, like, boom, take a beer. Like, what happened? My wife exploded. Marry an Asian woman? Asian women, she have a chest too, but not suicide chest. It is a rice chest. I mean, come on, give me a break. You go to Asia, I found a restaurant, long line. I said, man, this is the restaurant I want to eat. It must be good food because otherwise, why all of them they are lined like this? They're waiting for it. I hate to wait for a turn. Honestly, I hate. But I said, you know what? Let us try something. For me, I like just to eat. I don't want to wait. So I stood behind the guy, and I asked him, speak English? He said, little, as usual. I said, what they have in the restaurant inside? He said, rice. I said, okay, what else? He said, rice. I know that you told me rice. So what the food? He says they have ice cream rice. They have rice cake. They have rice. I mean, everything is rice. All those people waiting for rice. Even juice is rice. Beer is rice. Cake is rice. So what? Allahu Akbar saying I'm a false Christian? Oh, okay, no problem. But by the way, your prophet is a false Muslim. Do you know how I know? Look at his penis. He did not get circumcised. I mean, the guy, he told them to circumcise himself. He himself did not do it. False Muslim. Shouldn't every Muslim circumcise himself? The only one who don't do that is your prophet. Why? You tell me. I mean, yeah, rice of rice. I mean, everything is rice, man. You know, this is why when George Bush, he used to have a foreign minister, if you remember her name, in Asia, they love her. Actually, they went to the airport to eat her. Why? Because they told them Condoleezza Rice is coming. Unbelievable. Anyway, so, like, you know, I mean, women are women everywhere. It doesn't matter which country. I'm just joking. And no, the Arab women, they don't have suicide belt. They have a lot of hair. We are very hairy. What we can do? Even Harry Potter is one of our cousins. All right. Yeah, you know, things around you make you angry, right? Because we are people who stand for the truth. But at the same time, we maintain our ethic and we maintain our sense of humor and we laugh. For the Lord wants us to enjoy life and to be in joy. For us, being a Christian alone is a joy. Even though you feel like the whole world is betraying the truth, still you are enjoying being Christian. And I make fun of myself because I don't want to hurt the feeling of anyone. You guys all are case sensitive. If each one of you now call me and say to me, describe me, trust me, you will jump from the top of the mountain like Muhammad. Hey, Muhammad, where are you going? I want to kill myself. Why? What the heck? You are a prophet of Allah. You cannot do that. The revelation stopped coming to me. Abdul, so what? Wait, I mean, Allah will send you now. Not the next month. Next month. No, leave me alone. Muhammad, he go to the top of the mountain. Now he climbed the mountain. Took him 3 hours. And now he arrived to the top. And now he want to throw himself. And suddenly Jibreel appeared. Muhammad Habibi, what you want to do, Habibi? What do you want to do? Leave me alone. I want to kill myself. Habibi Muhammad, no, you are a prophet of Allah. Truly, you are a prophet. Muhammad said to him, are you serious? Yes, you are a prophet. And then the prophet calmed down. Okay, I'll go home. And then the hadith says, second day Muhammad do the same story. He climbed the mountain all the way to the top. He climbed until he can't breathe no more. He arrived to the top of the mountain. He withdrew himself. And now, and only now, Jibreel appeared. This is the best Indian movie ever. And Jibreel will say to him again the same story. Habibi Muhammad, don't kill yourself, Habibi. You are truly a prophet. Are you serious, Jibreel? Yes, you are a prophet. Let's look at you. Look, you don't even know how to read. That is a clear reason to believe that you are a prophet. You are right, I do not know how to read. And you are ignorant. True. And you are stupid. Absolutely. And you are a child molester. You got a point there. And in the top of that, you go to your own son's wife and you cheat in her with her. Yeah. That's all is the symptoms of what? Not sure. Muslim prophet. Okay, thank you. I was worried I'm not a prophet, so now I feel better. Let me go home to my house, to the house of my son. His wife is alone. Excuse me. If you are here for the first time, I feel sorry for you because you are going to be addicted and then you laugh a lot and then you get fat. And then you blame the Jews for it. Don't blame me. If you love too much and you get fat, especially ladies, what are you eating? She have like little thing in her dish. Like, what the heck is that? Because they want to gain weight. What? You know what? I'm going to sign a contract with women. They go to a restaurant, I eat for free because they don't want to get fat. So you take, like, you order the dish, give me like, what do you want to eat? 5%? Give me the 95%. I will be helping you happily. Oh, but oh. Anyway, anyone have a question for me? Because I want to help some people want to lose weight. I'm supporting you always. And Israeli people, I am from Philippines, and we love Israeli people. He is from Philippines. Okay, don't go there. I went to the Philippines. I decided to go to the beach in the early morning because I don't like to see busy beach and the crowd and noise. My friend Bella, cousin from the Philippines. How are you doing, Bella? God bless you, my friend. Thank you for your support. The cousin of Bella came behind me. The whole beach is empty. I'm telling you, it was almost 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning. He have a bicycle. He stood behind me and he started shouting, Balut, Balut. And I was saying, this guy is shouting to who? What? There's nobody. It's only me in the beach. He decided to stand behind me. 1 minute, he go mute, like, you know, for some time. And then again, Balut. I said, hey, listen, the guy is not here, obviously. Stop shouting. He said, what guy there? I said, the guy you call him. He said, what guy? I said, what his name, Balut? He said, Balut is like, it's a food, sir, you want to buy? Yeah, I love the Filipino people, you know. They want to sell you Balut 5 a.m. in the morning. I said to myself, now there's nobody. That's it. This is the perfect time. I go, I swim, I sit down a little bit, I make my coffee, and bingo, the balut is just behind me. Love it. All right. Balut, the egg stuff from Philippines. Oh, yeah. I don't know what balut is. He explained to me later. You know, okay. So I said, but listen, I don't like balut. So what about you? Bye-bye. You know, he said, sir, soon they will come soon, sir. I said, when do you come? Start shouting again, but nobody here now. Why you are standing behind me? Go, 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 you know? And then he said to me, sir, you don't want to buy balut? I said, I told you no. Just go, man. Oh, boy. Anyway. I should start calling Balut to help him too. That's a good idea. Next time. No problem. I am from Sri Lanka. Stand by UCP. Okay, thank you, my friend. Actually, all those beautiful countries, you are blessed with many things. Like your countries are beautiful, and Filipino people are really very friendly people, very nice people. Now, for sure, there's always bad and good everywhere, but maybe I was the only bad person at that time there. Anyone have anything to say? Do you think Israel will follow through with their threat? They have no choice but to do what they said, my friend. That's it. I mean, they killed that. You know, you know what? We are talking about 1,300 and even more. This is not a joke. Israel don't even lose such a number in a war. They don't. So they took advantage that they are relaxed. And and by the way, I don't blame Hamas for doing the surprise. I blame the official in Israel should be taken to court for treason. Whoever led the borders like this, he should be like a trial for a treason. You don't blame a thief for stealing. You don't blame a terrorist for doing what he do. This is what they do. They are terrorists. You blame the one who they are in charge for letting what happened happen. And those are the official of Israel. Allah Akbar. I will answer you. I will answer. Why you don't call me? You want to call me Allah Akbar? Do you dare to call me? You know, the funny is the Muslim, they called Allah Akbar. Do you know what Akbar mean? Bigger. Their God is an idol. He's a size. Otherwise, they will not say Akbar. Akbar does not mean great. It's a big fat lie. And you can prove that from the Quran in 2 seconds. Shall we open the Quran? Look. When Abraham, according to the Muslims, he saw the sun, he said, this is my Lord, this is Akbar. هذا ربي هذا أكبر. So what Akbar mean? He's bigger. The false translation of the Muslim, they say, he's greater. Abdul. And you know, the only thing I'm worried about, that now the Israeli government, they cut the water supply to Hamas. But now Hamas, they have a lot of reserve camel urine, can be enough for many years to come, as the Prophet of Allah, he commanded them. Orthodox churches in Jerusalem to support Muslims. Well, it's possible that there is always Judah. We expose them, they are scumbags, because no Christian can support the Islamic terrorism. What about we open the Pact of Umar and see what the Muslim and how the Muslim get in? The Pact of Umar, where every Christian should be insulted, live in humility like a dog. And let us see how the Jews treat the Christians now and how the Muslims treat the Christians now everywhere in the Middle East. So if there is someone, he claimed to be Orthodox Christian, he's a scumbag. We just showed you actually a rabbi. Who? A rabbi. What is the story of the rabbi? Let me find it for you. Hold on. Let me put the image in something look nice. Here we go. Rabbi is against Israel. So scumbags exist, and we are here to get them busted, Abdul. Don't cry. Don't think those people, they can help you.
Assalamu alaikum.
They cannot. Do this rabbi dare to call me or to speak to me, or the same as to Eva Singer. You Muslim, you are so happy to have him. The coward, he made a video lately. He did not even mention one word about what happened to his people. Not even one word. Why? Because he is a scumbag.
Welcome.
That's why Christian Prince is here, my friend. We expose the liars. What the Bible says, whoever deny, who is the Antichrist? People, isn't this what the Bible says? Who is the Antichrist? Is the one who denied the Son and the Father. Is that correct? So any Christian, he support Islam in any form. He is supporting Antichrist. He is Antichrist. He is not a Christian. Period.
Welcome to Let the Quran Speak. I'm here with Rabbi Yisrael David Weiss. He supports Palestinians, and I'm going to ask him why that's so. Rabbi, welcome to Let the Quran Speak.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's an honor, a privilege to be on your program.
Yeah, it's an honor.
No, it's wonderful to talk to you. So tell me, Rabbi, why do you oppose the state of Israel, first of all, and why do you support Palestinians?
Okay, first I pray to the Almighty that He bestow
He prayed to Almighty
His wisdom, that I may be worthy of conveying His message and so sanctify His name. It's not my personal opinion. What I'm representing, with God's help, is the opinion of the very religious Jews around the world.
Oh, the very religious Jews around the world. They say this is not the land of Israel. They say that. All the Jews. But the millions of the Jews are being found in Israel. You are the one who represent the religious Jews around the world? Really? How?
Including in Al-Quds in Jerusalem, including, well, throughout...
Including Jerusalem too?
Europe and throughout the world, basically. We, as a Jewish people, have made a covenant with God 3,000 years ago on Mount Sinai. Moshe Rabbeinu and Moses went up and took the Torah from God, and we made a covenant to uphold the Torah. That is what Judaism is all about, to uphold this covenant, to be close to the Almighty, to be subservient to the Almighty.
This is not the covenant, you coward. The covenant to be close to the Almighty is to have Israel. As simple as that, and you are a scumbag. It's what? Is to have Israel. And Israel is not only Israel today. It is Egypt, Jordan, Syria, all the way to Euphrates. Coward liar. We can go right now and read the covenant, which God he gave to Abraham. Did you speak to God yourself? Do you have a different covenant? This is the covenant of God given to Abraham. Those people are just as scumbags. And Muslims, they use them, and we understand why. I mean, why not? Always there is Judah. Always there is somebody for sale. Always. Nothing new. This is the covenant of God, which is given to Abraham, the one he just mentioned, this coward son of Mut'ah. Do you see it? What it says? We go down. Read with me. On the same day, the Lord made a covenant with Abraham, saying, to your descendant I gave this land, from the river of Egypt to the great river of Euphrates. And he count even all this land which people live there. Do you see it? This is the covenant. He just mentioned that God, he gave us a covenant. And he claimed that he is a rabbi, and he opposed the state of Israel when God, he gave Abraham a covenant is to establish an Israeli state. Why don't you think they think about the kingdom? We answer you, they are liars. We refuted it from here. Not only that, the Quran copied the same story, and not only that, the Quran says that Allah commanded Moses to take the Holy Land which is assigned to you. Why you don't think about that? We are here to get you busted, Abdul. In fact, the city of Yathrib, which Muslim now they call it Al-Medina, which supposedly where Muhammad was buried. This is a Jewish city and the Jews should take it back. It is documented in your books. It's documented and written by the hand of the Muslims. No Muslim can deny it, and the Jews should take it. And if the Jews one day decide to take the city of Yathrib, and they are short of men to go and invade, I will be happy to join. Because we need to free the city, and we need to avenge with justice for those Jews who were killed there. Justice is coming to town, Abdul. Why don't you think Al-Mahdi and the Isa sound a lot best of false prophet? There's no such. Al-Mahdi is just a fiction story. The Muslim they are connected to. There's no such a person. His name Al-Mahdi. They don't even know who's the guy. Everybody give a different story. Like Al-Mahdi, when he fell down in his ass, he don't cry. When he sneeze, he say Allahu Akbar. When he fart, he never farted. When his mother, she gave birth to him from her thigh, not from her vagina. By the way, my mother, she gave birth to me from her shoulder. Yeah, those true story. So what Mahdi? The Mahdi is just a fiction story. This religion is always about fictions. What Mahdi? And how his name is Mahdi? So what Muhammad did? Mahdi means the guidance. If that guy is the Mahdi, so Muhammad did nothing. Abdul Akbar. Stop spamming the chat, you know. You want to call me. Otherwise, you take a hike. We don't have time for kids. Let your mom call to me, not your dad. Your dad is not circumcised. I talk only to circumcised people. And that is your mom. Your mom was a man. She circumcised himself because the one who did that was a Hamas. So he got extra. And it became a female. So let your mom talk to me. I mean, even Abraham, according to Muhammad is a storyteller, dummy, silly, donkey. How Abraham he did circumcision? Obviously, at that time, those people they used to have a big penis. Man, look what he did and how he did it. The guy, he used the adze to cut the tip of his penis. And this is telling you how good Abraham he is in aiming. Man, if I am him, I would be so nervous. But anyway, I mean, Abraham said to himself, I mean, if I miss 7 inches, 8 inches, 20 inches, what I will do is nothing. Still it's going big, so big. So he put it on the table. You know, his wife, they put 3 tables like next to each other to make it fit, you know. They put the penis on it's like Subway, you know, long Subway. Falafel. So let's carry it. And his wife, she is holding the tip of it. She could not carry it. Okay, put it back. We need to ask for help. Hey, servants, come over. Sir, I cannot touch your penis. I'm commanding you, man. Carry it. And you too. And you too. You. You're a female. So what? It's a blessing. Just touch it. Hold it. Carry it. So they carry the penis of a prophet Abraham, which is so huge, obviously. And then he said, now how we will do circumcision. What the heck? At that time, there is no Caesar with that. So what he would do? His wife, she told him that there was no Caesar, but there was a van. She told him, what about we close the door of the van over the tip of your penis? He said, what the heck? What if the door of the van is stuck and now I cannot take my penis from there? No, that's not a good idea. She said, what about we take you to the railway station, you put your penis at the tip of the railway? That will make my penis flat, not cutting it. Don't you know that it's very flexible? Anyway, at the end of the story, to make the story short and shorten the penis of Abraham, he decided to use adze, which is very logical. What about Iran? My friend, those people are, you know the Chihuahua? The Chihuahua is a little dog When he see a big dog, he bark a lot because he's scared. Iran used those proxy like Hamas and Hezbollah to make themselves look popular between the Muslim Sunni. Iran have a target to spread Shiaism between the Muslim Sunni. To make it simple for you, when the Israeli withdraw because of a stupid leader in Israel from the south of Lebanon, thousands of Muslim Sunni in Lebanon and other countries converted to Shiaism because they look at Hezbollah as the hero who was able to free south of Lebanon. But in fact, that's what not happened. So the whole point for them is to show the Muslims, look, do you see those Sunni leaders? Sunni is not the right religion. Sunni is a scam. Sunni is wrong. Sunni are not the Mujahideen. But yet Iran will never shoot one bullet at Israel because they knew they are no match. So what they do, they hire puppies, Chihuahua. So when the Chihuahua bite, they say, we have nothing to do with it. Yeah, we support them by talking, but we are not the one who did it. All right. Anyway, so if you are expecting that Iran will be involved in this war, I guarantee you, Iran will never dare. Hezbollah itself will never dare. Hezbollah might throw some rocket. You see, there's an agreement since 2006 when the Hezbollah was smashed and cooked by the Israeli army. Hezbollah signed an agreement to depart. And the agreement is that within a few miles from the borders, if an exchange of fire happened, that is not a break of the agreement. Only in that area. And which area? Some, they say, that the territory which is still in the hand of Israel is the Lebanese originally, which is not true. However, even if it's true, supposedly based on this agreement, that as long the shooting happened in that territory, this is not a break of war agreement, which means not a breach of the agreement. So Hezbollah will never shoot one bullet out of that distance, because this is the limit they are allowed to do. And Israel, agree upon that at that time. So what you will see now is just a game to make themselves the only one who give hand or support to Israel. But in reality, I don't think they will ever dare. Actually, me, myself, I pray that Hezbollah will get involved so they can be cooked too. That will be a nice meal. Instead of celebrating the death of Hamas, we celebrate the shish kebab of Hezbollah, and that will make the party even bigger. Because this time, Israel is not going to play games no more. Whoever get involved with it is going to be smashed. Just 24 hours ago, Israel hit the 2 airports in Syria. Why? Because of Hezbollah. Israel almost every week attack Hezbollah in Syria. And Hezbollah never dare to respond. Never. Why? I mean, they are hitting them every day. If you go right now and see how many hit the Israeli air forces or missiles did in Syria in the last just 6 months, you will be amazed. Hezbollah never strike back. They don't dare. They are barking dogs. When the Israeli army hit in Syria, they are not hitting the Syrian army. They are hitting specifically the Iranian militant and Hezbollah. Neither Iran, neither Hezbollah dare to respond. Why? You know the answer. They know they cannot do that. So whatever, like now in Lebanon yesterday, a few hours ago actually, they have a big crowd for Hezbollah supporting Hamas. This is how Hezbollah support was. Go in war. What about Iran now announcing that they are on war with Israel? They don't dare. They are shouting for the last 30 years, death to America, death to Israel. They don't. Because in the worst scenario, if the Israeli felt some sort of danger, overwhelmed, they will nuke them. And their nuke is not the size which anyone can even consider it as a nuke. They don't use the normal nukes. The hydrogen nuke is an old weapon Israeli have. They have way more extreme, powerful weapon. This is why all those potatoes, they scream too much, they do terrorist attack, but in reality, nobody dare to announce war. What about Pakistan to announce war against Israel? They don't dare. Nobody dare. What about Erdogan? Erdogan is a massive army. He don't dare. He will not even dare to mention that. Islam Shamonian, he said he want peace. Yeah, I want peace. I agree with Sam Shamoun. I want peace. But before we have peace, we need to have a piece of Hamas and make it barbecue, because this is justice. The Bible says, the one who live by the sword shall die by the sword. And Hamas killed a lot of innocent people, and it's time to have peace. How we can have peace? We bring the criminal into justice. So in less than maybe 48 hours, Islam is piece of shit. You will see how we will get peace together with Hamas. Don't you want peace? A Muslim talking about peace. A Muslim who has just raped children and babies, and they dance in the street for raping them, talking about peace. A Muslim, and he called himself Islam is peace. Yeah, Islam is piece of shit. I agree with you. I'm not politically right, my friend. Even Zakir Naik agree with me. Hey, Zakir, what do you want to say to him? Is Islam is peace? What do you think? Christian Prince, first of all, I don't like this picture you put for me in the screen. Zakir Naik, I did not even put it. How you know? You're so fast, man. Because I'm sitting next to you. Okay, what's wrong with this picture? First of all, why you are making those things going around my head? Because you are a holy man. Isn't it Prophet Muhammad, he used to get dizzy when he received revelation? Exactly. So, aren't you dizzy right now? Christian Prince, first of all, I am not dizzy because I'm not the Prophet. So are you saying to me that your Prophet, his real name is Mr. Dizzy? Christian Prince, respect yourself. Okay, we can change it. What about not dizzy? Disneyland. Because all his story is coming from Disneyland. Can you explain to me how the Mickey Mouse became the enemy of Allah and we should kill it? Christian Prince, first of all, Mickey Mouse is a very, 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 very evil creature. Dude, what's wrong with you? It's a Mickey Mouse. It's a cartoon. It's not even a real thing. How you want to kill a cartoon? Very easy. How you can do that? We burn it. Islam is peace, huh? Well, just wait. When they get Hamas one after one, Christian Prince, he will go party. I don't drink. I am not in a favor to drink, but I will drink if this has happened. I promise, actually. You know, once I bought a box of beer. I don't know. I think it's expired. Still, I did not finish it. And the most funny thing is, when I bought the beer, the lady, she asked me, are you over the age of 21? Can I see your ID? There's an old woman behind me. She started laughing. She's serious. I don't believe. I said, do I look like 21? What's wrong? Do I look like 18 or 19? You know, welcome to America. We have a lot of smart people. Like, are you over 21? Can I see your ID, please? What? What the heck? I went home. I don't have a mirror. I want to look what happened to me. Like, she's asking me if I am over 21 years old. That's true story. This is why Zakir Naik get dizzy. She must be watching Zakir Naik a lot. Oh boy. Yeah. So it's time for party. If we if they are able really. The only thing is worrying me about this thing that Hamas will be able to escape using their tunnels under the ground. I hope that the Israeli, they were able to extract a lot of information. Actually, what I heard, that a lot of target been hit by the Israeli army. It was information given from Hamas members who've been arrested last week, the terrorists. So those terrorists, they deliver extremely important information to the Israeli army. And as I know that the Israeli army already, they controlled some of those tunnels. If they have a full map of it, and they were able to catch such a map, that will make the job a lot easier, because simply they make a city under the city, because they are rats. So let us see what will happen. And if Hamas decide to hide down there, there is a very easy way actually to finish them all. They can put water, they can pump water there. I mean, there's many ways. You know, tunnels are very easy to flood. Just know where the entrance is, and then water will go everywhere. Just flood it with water. You don't even need to send your soldiers there. So it might be an area where you can hide, but in fact, it's the same time, it's a death trap. Very easy to be killed inside. What do you think, guys? Should I join the Israeli army to take a command in the mission? I'm very good in war, by the way. I've been in war for many years. I've been in the army. I'm very well trained. And I can make a very good planner because I know how they think. I speak their language, I know their religion, and I know how they think. So I can do a really great job to get them busted. Yeah, but the Israeli will not trust me because I'm an Arab at the end of the day, you know. If I go right now to Israel, I was thinking actually to go to Israel, but there is a problem right now. They don't trust anyone, especially you're an Arab. They might even not let me get in. I don't blame them, you know. I will not blame them. They don't know who you are. Oh, but they know that this guy's an Arab, right? The real war I'm doing already. Yeah, it's true. This is more actually, this is more scary for the Muhammad himself. Let's see. All right. But won't the hostages be in the tunnel? My friend, in wartime, the whole idea of going there now, you are sacrificing your own children's. So hostages are no different. Aren't you sent your kids to fight and they will get killed in war? So when somebody says, what about the hostages? Hostages is very important to free them, but you have to assume that they are dead already. Remember, they are terrorists. They have no rules. Same time, the mission is more important than 100 hostages, because if you don't do it now, tomorrow they will kill another 1,000 and they will kidnap another 100. So a wise leader, he will be happy even if his son, one of the hostages, to let him go in order to save a nation. Which one you favor? To save a nation or to save 100 hostages? I know they are children, they are innocent, they don't deserve it, but it's war. If you go in war and you are a person who, like, you've soft, this is, you cannot be a war leader. You cannot bring victory to your country. In war, you have to be tough. You will bleed. Your children will die. War is not going to a restaurant to drink coffee. So either you choose with sacrificing, like how many Israeli soldiers now will die when they go there? Many. Way more than the 100 hostages. Don't those soldiers have families too, and they have kids? So why you are going there? You are going there because you have to do the sacrifice. It's not a choice. If you negotiate with the terrorist and you say, okay, give me the hostages, I will leave, then they will do it tomorrow. They get away with all the crimes they did. Never negotiate with terrorist, because he will come second day. Just to give you an example, if a group of people, they kidnap your son, and they say to you, we want $1 million. Give us the money. You give them the $1 million. Let us say they keep their promise. They release your son. A few days after, another group kidnap your son. Give us $1 million. A year after, you just told all the criminals in the town, you kidnap my son, you take my money. Until one day, one of those group, they take the money and kill your son because they want to hide evidence. So when you negotiate with terrorists and you pay them, because this is a payment, by the way, you're paying them. Hamas now, they consider themselves like heroes. Muslims are praising them. So if you don't show them the consequence of doing such an act, they will do it every day. Like the stupid Biden, he decided to give Iran $6 billion in exchange of American prisoners. Why you want to do that? Because simply they are stupid. Iranian now, anytime, they kidnap some American and they ask for ransom. Very simple. Anytime they want to force any European country, they just take any citizen of your country and negotiate. Even if the citizen did nothing, they can accuse him of anything. Anything you can imagine. Very simple. So if you agree with them and you give them what they want, they will kidnap more and they will never stop. So it's very stupid from someone like Biden and those liberals to do what they are doing. They should not give a penny to a terrorist. And then Iran will stop doing that because they notice, okay, if we take American citizens, those guys, they don't care. Okay, have him. But because we have people in politician, and politician is about what? It's about winning election, making yourself look good. They don't care really for fighting and being victorious against the enemy or the one who caused dangerous act to the country. They care only how they can be elected again. All those who work in politics, they don't say the truth, for they do politics. And politics is always about, let us lie to each other. Everything in politics is about, let us lie to each other. And you will notice that all Western countries, they defend Islam, they support Islam, they give money to Islam, and now all of those European stupid liberals, they are horribly terrified because of Islam. They cannot even celebrate a festival in Europe now. Look what happened to France. You speak against Islam, they accuse you of phobia. But all European countries now, they are in a terror alert every day, not only now. If you go anywhere in Europe, they start putting those steel coming from the ground to block roads. Why? Because Muslims, they drive their cars and they kill as many when they have festival. But who is Allah? Who is the one who is the one encouraged them to come? It is the same stupid European. Any ship come from the sea, any refugee, take him, take him, take him. And now you got what you got. You deserve it. To Eva Singer, he made a video against the Christian in the army yesterday. He was just forget about this dummy. What do you think about Musab Suhaib Hassan? Well, he's a good man. He's not against Israel. He supports Israel, actually. This guy, he helped Israel a lot to avoid terrorist activities. He is a son of Hamas founder, or the Hamas, let us say, the new founder, and he helped the Israeli army. How he can be against Israel? You know, why if somebody speak against action Israeli done, he is against Israel? This guy, he helped them thousands of times, leaking information about attack. Hey, hello, they are going to put a bomb in the bus there. Do something. Suddenly this guy now is against Israel. Where do you get your information from? From what's his name? Walid Shubat? Walid Shubat, the way I see it, he got jealous. He was the only one claiming to be the ex-terrorist, and he became a Christian. Now there's a new guy, and he is way more powerful. The son of Hamas founder, he became a Christian. So jealousy, so he started accusing him he's against Israel. It's not true. That is not true. Don't take jealousy. Yeah, we have Ed, he's saying, yeah, actually I did join the USA Army in the time of war with Iraq. You are right. This is what Ed is saying. He was in the Marines. He said, I served the first Gulf War in Iraq. I'm sure you served in my era. And I can tell you without a doubt that Muhammad then begged us Marine for water. I've been told a story by a person who served in Afghanistan. But this person, he speak the Pashto language. So they were in their truck, and a woman, she followed them in the truck, begging for food, and they were eating their sandwiches, their lunch. So the guy, he's a Christian, he asked the guy to stop. He gave her his sandwich. She took the sandwich, and she was cursing him in her language. May Allah kill you. He just gave her a sandwich. She didn't know that he speaks the language. In Iraq, more than 70, 80 mullahs, including the one I debated with. Do you remember this guy, Al-Husseini? Do you remember him, the head of the Shia in Detroit? Hisham Al-Husseini? He was one of the mullahs who went, they made an assembly begging George Bush to free them from Saddam Hussein. And they made a team to recruit Shia from Detroit to join the USA Army. And they made their speeches about it, that this is a holy command. Why? Because this will make the country, in the long run, will take Saddam Hussein. The Sunni are not in charge no more. The Shia are majority. And this is exactly what happened. So they sponsor the war in Iraq. They fooled George Bush to go. And then when the American finished the job, the Shia, they said, get out. Now we want the country. So they were kissing the ass of the American to go. And now we don't need you. That's what they do. And simply, George Bush, he gave Iraq to the Shia, to Iran. However, if you ask me, I say that was a good thing. Why? You know, you might say, well, the Shia, they hate Israel, etc. I mean, all of them, they hate Israel anyway. Everybody in this territory hate Israel. But by giving Iran the power in Iraq, Saudi Arabia is not in the relaxing mood no more. The Iranian army can invade all this territory in less than 2 hours. If you ask yourself, if Iran decide to attack Qatar or Emirat or Bahrain, how long is going to take to control those countries? I assure you, not even 20 minutes. Not even. When Saddam Hussein attacked Kuwait, took him not even the morning time. That's it. Those are very small, tiny countries. Don't even have an army. Even though like Emirat trying to buy F-16, etc., but this will not work. They don't have the population, they don't have the size, they don't have the ability, they don't have the skills, they don't have anything. The Muslim Sunni now are not really worried about Israel. Actually, they don't care for Israel. What they are worried about is Iran. And that is the good thing about the war in the Gulf. Otherwise, everything about it is ugly. War in general is ugly. Nothing good in war. So if you go right now and you check the map, this is Iran. And this is the Gulf. It's just a throw of a rock. And the Iranian, they will be there. And not only that, now Iran is controlling the biggest size of Yemen. Which means, if a war happened with those countries, the Yemeni, which is the Iranian Yemeni, they can close this entrance for the Red Sea, which mean the tunnel which goes to the Mediterranean, all the ship will be blocked, including oil. This is controlled now by Iran. Saudi Arabia, they launched a war against the Iranian proxy, Al-Houthi, and they lost massively. They are no match even to fight a militant. This is how weak Saudi Arabia is. Same as Emirat. Emirat joined force with them. With all their air force, they could not even win 1 meter inside. Finally, they decide to go in agreement with Iran, aka Al-Houthi, for cease of fire, because the Saudi, they are exhausted. They spend a lot of money and they lost a lot of men. So now we have the Iranian. Maybe we need to draw something here so you guys can understand with me what we are talking about. So if we go back here, make the map bigger. Iran have a huge militant force with the borders of Afghanistan, Shia. Iran have a huge existence of Shia in Syria. Even they brought Shia from Afghanistan. We can say all this area is controlled by Shia. Iraq, all of it now controlled by the Shia, except the area controlled by the Kurdish. So we can say all of this is Shia controlled. Yemen, most of it is controlled by the Shia. Oman, they are kind of Shia. Abadiyya is kind of close to the Shia, and they are very friendly to Iran, so they are not a part of any business. So as you see, the Sunni countries, they feel the risk that the Shia are surrounding them from everywhere. Muslim Brotherhood, sponsored by Iran. So when the Muslim Brotherhood, they took over Egypt a few years ago, that was a victory for Iran. But then Saudi Arabia jumped, and they discovered that the Muslim Brotherhood, with the help of the Iranian, they are going to take over and make a coup against the kingdom royal family in Saudi Arabia. So they start arresting them in all those countries. In Qatar, Saudi Arabia, if you go right now, you search, you will find that Muslim Brotherhood, including Hamas, are considered terrorist organization by Emirat, Bahrain, and Saudi Arabia. So the reason now Emirat want to sign a peace agreement with Israel, because they need their support. Iran is so close, is there. It's just a few meters away. In fact, the Iranian already, they occupy the island of Abu Musa from Emirat. There's an island here. Let us zoom in it. Just to show you how close Iran is. Do you see how close it is? And Iran already occupying an island belong to Emirat. Already. So it's just maybe 20 minutes by fast boats. The Iranian, they can land on Emirat. Kuwait is not even, they do not need to cross anywhere. I mean, they are is almost there too. Same as Bahrain. This is why Saudi Arabia, they build a bridge between Saudi Arabia and Bahrain, because the Shia number in Bahrain is increasing extremely fast. Shia, they have more babies than Muslim Sunni because they practice more muta. So they build a bridge. This bridge, you can see it with Google. The whole point of it is to give Bahrain more security and more supply of a human resource. Same time, give it the protection, extra protection. Bahrain, they even import from Pakistan Muslim Sunni to work in the army, because they want to adjust the number of the Shia. The Shia is the major population. So they bring a person from Pakistan who they are skilled with arm and weapon, or serving in the army, or pilot. You serve in the Bahrain army for 5 or 6 years or 10 years contract. After that, they give you citizenship, because they want to increase the number of Sunni. All right? So the Middle East is messed up, and the fear, all those Muslims countries, the Muslim Sunni, they are in fear of Iran. Iran is going to eat them alive. This is why the Muslim Sunni, they are praying day and night that a war will happen between Iran and Israel, so they can sit and watch. For me, I don't want the war to happen between Iran and Israel. I would like to see it happening between the two evil sources, Sunni versus Shia. You know, those countries like Dubai, if one missile failed from Iran, Dubai will be empty. The business will collapse. Anytime now they start speaking about war, everybody in those territories will leave, and the country will collapse. Those economies are made from cartoon. They are not real. Dubai does not have a real economy. Same as Qatar, because all their money as Qatar coming from gas and oil. So if the war started, all the oil supply from those countries will stop. Their economy will collapse. If you remember, during the war with Iraq, between Iran and Iraq, the Iranian at that time, they were very weak compared to now. They put a lot of bombs in the water. So any ship is going in the water, hit them, and boom, the oil ship destroyed. So the oil supply from the Gulf during that time for almost 9 years was really in trouble. And now, all those countries, Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Bahrain, everybody, they are lining in the line to sign agreement with Israel, because the agreement will not be only about let us have normalization of relationship. No, it's going to be an agreement of military and support. The same they did with Emirat. The same they did with Bahrain. The Israeli will provide intelligence support and high-tech support. And now for sure, as you know always, there is agreement which is not to be published. Secret agreement. And those agreement is against Iran. As they say, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So Emirat, Bahrain, Qatar now is protected because they play the hyena. You know, they have the biggest base of the American, and they are friend to the Iranian. They are friend with Al-Qaeda. They are friend with everybody. Hyena. Same time they are Muslim Brotherhood. But this is why Saudi Arabia, not long time ago, before Trump he leave, they put sanctions on Qatar because they support Muslim Brotherhood and they support Hamas. But we have a stupid president at that time. His name is Trump. This potato Trump, because he worshiped money and because Qatar, they bribe his son-in-law, who was going to go bankrupt. They rent his building for $1 billion. He forced the Saudi and Emirati to lift the sanctions from Qatar. In fact, even the last week of Trump, the last week, he made a threat to Saudi Arabia. You should release, open the border now. And they did. Trump is not what we think. Trump is very corrupt like Biden. Trump is the same person who went in the front of the White House saying, Qatar should stop supporting terrorism now. It looked like it, he did it, so they can call him, says, what is your price? 2 weeks later, they rented the building from his son-in-law. Since then, Qatar is our friend. And he supports Qatar wherever he go. But if you say those things, many people, they get upset because they are, you know, they think Trump is he's a good man. He's the same. He is the one who left the sanctions on a country sponsor killing Christians and Jews. Trump did it, not Biden. If you don't believe me, go check it out. You will see the video on YouTube, Trump saying Qatar should stop support terrorism. Less than 10 days after, Trump is selling 35 airplanes to Qatar. How they are supporting terrorism? And then 10 days after, you are selling them weapon, expensive one, high technology. Corrupt. False leaders. But you know, the crowd, you know, goat. Nobody think, nobody ask himself, nobody, you know, goat. For me, I have no choice but to vote for Trump even again. Why? Because what? I accept Biden. At least he's better than Biden. But not because he's a good guy. Anyone is not liberal is for me is way better than a liberal. As simple as that. But I'm not voting for Trump because I like him. Yeah, exactly, same as Kuwait. But then after just yesterday we saw a video from a sheikh in Kuwait, and I find it very strange that the Americans are not pursuing to arrest this man who is making a threat against the American and against the Israeli. He's in Kuwait, a big sheikh in Kuwait. His name is Othman al-Khabith. Al-Khabith, I call him, not al-Khamis. This guy, he's a Muslim Brotherhood too. Every day he made a video, and all of them support terrorism. And he is in Kuwait. Very filthy creature. The American embassy, they can ask immediately for his arrest. And Kuwait will not dare to say no. But because we have a fake president and fake government, liberals, you know, what do you expect? What do you expect from people who do not know their gender? Do you expect intelligence? Logic? No. Do you support Ron DeSantis? Absolutely. This guy is a very good guy. Look what happened. President Biden, he did not do anything to remove Americans who need to travel out of Israel. DeSantis, who is not the president, he's not. He's just a governor of Florida, right? He made an order that to provide airplanes to remove any person who is from Florida from Israel. He is doing the job of a president. DeSantis is way better than Trump, and you know, you cannot compare. This guy, he changed all the books in schools, teaching kids about how to be homosexual, how to change your gender. He forbid the show of a transgender. He fought Walt Disney just because of that. He launched war in the woke, filthy culture. Not Trump. Trump, he have gays assistants. If you don't believe me, go search it right now. This is way better. This guy is the conservative Christian, not Trump. Trump is for sale. He's a businessman. Who pay more? Trump, he even praised Taliban. He says stupid things. He said, who can conquer Taliban? Who can win with Taliban? You stupid, isn't it your army? 2,000 Marine only to control the whole country for 20 years. He called them warrior. He called them smart. He called them no cannot win against them. This is Trump, not Biden. Same he say about Hezbollah. His donkey. So, but if you say that, you know, those who support Trump will be upset. But I don't care. I mean, I say things as it is. I make fun of myself when I do something wrong. Right? Trump is a Republican candidate. No problem, my friend. Who said to you Republicans are really conservative? 90% of them, they are not really. You see, those who they are in politics, they go with the mood. So if the majority of population support homosexuality, everybody will support it. Because this is what the point, you want to win the election, right? Those, they don't care for ethic, they care for how to win the election. And same with Trump. Trump, he noticed that the one who they are voting for him, they are going to be the Christian, not the liberals. So he started giving them ideas that he is a conservative person. But in reality, this guy is a womanizer. He sleep around, he cheat. He's a playboy. He have nothing to do with conservative. He's not. All of us, we knew this. The guy, he paid $800 tax. Trump, with all the money and the palaces he have, the whole year tax is $800. Where is the ethic? It's not $800,000. I mean, even $800,000 should be nothing. This is nothing. There is no way it's $800. When I pay my tax, they take my heart with it. I pay way more than Trump. Why? All those who you praise them, they are scumbags. What is my take on abortion? I don't know. Ask a chicken. Have you seen a chicken killing her baby? You don't see that. Even chicken have a brain better than a human being. I never saw a chicken killing her baby. Did you? So if a chicken cannot do it, why a human being want to do that? Why even I need to take a take on the abortion? Is it a human behavior to kill babies? You know, those liberals, they are really, really weird. They keep talking about the human right and blah, 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 and then they kill babies. Oh, it's my body. This is not your body. This is the body of a child. This is not, you have a soul. This is not your body. Since when it's your body? But we are in a time where even abortion, we should talk about it. Should we do it or not do it? We are killing your kids. Why in the world would I do such a thing? The Muslim will be grateful for you. They do not need to send mujahideen. You do it. How many thousand babies are killed in USA every year because of abortion? 1 million? 2 million? And this is what DeSantis, he did. He's against it too. And then the Supreme Court against it too. Trump is a self-worshipper person. The guy he think he is like coming from the sky. Still, if the election come and he is the only one opposing, like in the table, you know, for election, I have no choice but to vote for Trump. But as I said, it's not because he is the best, but because he is the best between the worst. Anyway, I think we have enough for today. It's already 5 a.m. here. It's time for me to have some coffee. Who want to drink coffee with me? Anyone? Who want to drink heavy-duty Greek coffee with cardamom? Let's see. Yeah, and you know, and this is the funny thing about China. You remember, for the last few years, every scumbag in the West and the East speak about Muslims being discriminated and killed in China. Suddenly nobody talk about it now. Why? Because simply it was an agenda. It's just an agenda. They want to stop China. They are being unfair to China. I'm not defending China, by the way. But they frame a person the same as they frame Trump to be racist against black people. The guy is not. But they frame him. He's against Asian. He hates Asian too. He hates black people too. He hates Hispanic. He is a KKK. So they frame you. The same as the Muslim, they frame me too. They try to make my reputation bad. The same way Western, they start attacking China because China is getting massive, strong, powerful. And they do not know what to do with China. So how we can stop China? The Muslims. Suddenly, even Trump, he defend the Muslim in China. France, Germany, everybody is in love with the Muslims in China. What happened now? Nobody talking about it. What, that Muslims are now having better life in China? How come they don't talk about the Christian in China? The Chinese, the day I arrived to China, they destroyed the biggest church in China, the biggest. They make it into dust. And the excuse is built illegally. Nobody talk about the Christians. So when they pick up on the Muslim, says we are defending the right of Muslim because now they are more legitimate. See, they are not defending the Christians. So the liberals will not be upset because you cannot be a liberal president and defend the Christian. Shame, you cannot do that. Let the Christian die. We hate them. Let us defend the Muslims. We love the Muslims. So liberals, they line up fighting against China, and all is a false excuse. China, they put in jail only terrorists. When I went to the Forbidden City, I don't know if any one of you been there, there is, they put like the big concrete steel column in the walkway. And there's the front of me, there's Chinese people. I said, you speak English? He said, yes. And I was surprised, actually, that those Chinese, they were really tall, you know. My idea, always, Chinese people are short. So I told him, why all those things? They are annoying for people who they are lining up to get in. He said, because of terrorists. So what they do, as usual, Muslim terrorists, they drive their van over this area, because this is where tourists come. And they drove over everybody. Muslim, they carry sword and they attack police stations. They shot their head. They killed farmers. So if they jail them, the Chinese government are ugly, disgusting. But the American, they bring in terrorists and putting them in the Guantanamo Bay. It's okay. Bombing them is okay. But China cannot do that. Right? Hypocrisy. And people believe, you know, people listen to TV and they believe it. And they are the Chinese, you know. The Chinese is a communist. They are like you liberals. They are communist. Aren't you the liberals? Are you communist? The Chinese support abortion. A woman, she can have only one baby and they take her womb. They take the womb out. So she will not have more babies. Now the stupid Chinese government, the communists, like those liberals, they find out that this is a big mistake. So now they are begging women to have babies, but nobody want to have babies no more, because generation used to have only one baby. Just one. Nobody want to have babies in China now. This is why India now become the biggest population country in the world. That is impossible. China was, and China always should be, the biggest population in the world. But because of the communist liberals and their stupid mentality, they killed their own population. And now China is a massive country. But if they go in war, they cannot handle it. Why? They don't have babies. They are at risk of not existence now. Every family have only one baby. And do you know what does that mean? That means when the parents die, the population will drop 2/3. Because everyone have one baby. 2 people die, 1 is alive. The 3 is gone. Now we have 1. Now the one to have a baby, to have a baby himself, you have to get married. And look what happened, because now they force people to have only 1 child. Most of the Chinese, they choose to have a male baby. They give them the chance to choose the egg. You want male or female? The majority, they choose to have male. So now they are short of women, which means even if they try to have children, they cannot, because they don't have equal number of women. This is what happened when you follow the stupid liberals. Liberals are stupid. And they are so stubborn, they think they are the smartest. So now China built the kingdom of wealth, manufacture, but they lost their population. If they go in war right now, the biggest risk is population. Japan is suffering from the same thing. Korea is suffering from the same thing. People, they walk in the street and they have puppies in the baby cart, not babies. I used to think Trump is a second Jesus. Are you insulting Jesus now? Crazy people. This is, this is why liberalism is an extreme danger for any society. When I was doing my master's degree, and those liberals, you cannot, they will accuse you anything you hate. So I proved to them by economy that having a society of homosexual will destroy the society money business only, just money, not ethic. How? You today, if you are young in age, 30 years from now, maybe 40, you will be retired. So today they take tax from you. And your tax will be saved. Some will be used, some will be saved for you when you're retired. It's called Social Security. So if the society turn into homosexual, the one who pay today for retirement of somebody is someone born maybe 20 years ago. And the one who collect that is somebody born 65, 67 years ago. But if we have a society of homosexual, in 40 years from now, who is going to pay for my Social Security if there's no young ones, no more? Do you understand? In order to get your Social Security retirement, after 40 years from now, you need a newborn women and men to be growing and become a workforce, pay tax, and from their tax, they will give you Social Security. Not your tax. Your tax is already spent. So if the whole society became homosexual, nobody will pay tax for your Social Security. And the generation will die. The society will die. You will not have enough people to protect the country. You will not have enough manpower to keep running the country. You will not have enough manpower to keep supply. The nation will die. So all ideas liberals they come with is self-destruction. This is even if you don't believe in God or anything. It doesn't say you are just a person who believes in money and business. Homosexuality is the way of self-destruction. Women sleep with women, men sleep with men, there's no babies. And the funny is, when they want to have a baby, they go adopt somebody. That means still you need us. This is why we, as a Christian, we should stand and say the truth and share what makes sense with people. And don't compromise. Those who compromise, they are not Christians. You know, there's many Christians, they are just potatoes. Like I remember once I was doing a seminar, so the guy, he wanna like corner me. So he stood up, he says, I heard that you speak against homosexuality. Look like you hate them. You know? So I did not say anything. I said, are you homosexual? The guy, he said to me, why you are saying that? I said, look like you are the one who hate them, not me. Look what happened to you. I just asked you, are you a homosexual? You get so upset. Supposedly, he is questioning me. He want to get me busted. I heard, and he was shaking his head like, and moving his hand in a funny way. Yeah. I heard, and you are talking to Christian Prince. I will get you busted in 2 seconds. You have no idea you're talking to who. If you are little, if you have intelligence, I have the intelligence. People, they start dying laughing at him. It turned to be he's the one who have a phobia. So, like in debate, in argument, you have to have knowledge, you have to have wisdom, and you have to have the gift, a gift given to you from God. But if you are a Christian and you want to argue and debate, educate yourself first. Don't be a big mouth, open your mouth and you lose an argument. That is not right. So educate yourself about everything around you, not only about the Bible. Those people don't believe in the Bible. If you try to show them from the Bible, that's not the right thing to do. You have to show them with the proofs and evidence which they understand and they accept for their own way of life. What do you do if you have Muslim best friend, decent guy, came from good family, has not into religion stuff? Should I pray and let the time tell? Yeah, you see, Steve, the issue is, I grew up in the Middle East, right? And, I have like kids in my age at that time, and they are nice. But the second they knew about the religion, they change. As long as we are kids, honest, we don't have anything to do with religion. My parents never taught me to hate Muslims, never taught me to be aggressive against them. The second those kids, they learn about the religion, they changed. So your friend, he might be a nice person now, but one day he might learn about his religion that he cannot be nice to you. So you cannot trust them, my friend. Do you understand? Same time, how you know even if he is decent with you or not? A Muslim is not allowed to be nice and friendly to non-Muslims unless he take it as a security. Speaking to them in a friendly way while your heart is like this. I'm just quoting their book. I'm just quoting their book, not mine. So are you going to risk having a relationship with someone he might just playing with you? Or maybe tomorrow he will go to the mosque and they will tell him to do jihad? His book is the book of the devil. He's nice or not doesn't make any difference for me. I don't judge Muslims because their name is Muhammad. I judge Muslims by following the teaching of Muhammad, which is evil. Otherwise, I have no problem with anyone. His name is Muhammad, Ahmad, who cares? All right, it's time to make coffee. I might come back if the operation, the surgical operation started against Hamas, because I will be really happy to see that. I'm excited to see the result soon, I hope. And I promise you, I will have a party the day Hamas will be demolished. Big party. I will invite you all to eat falafel online. Thank God you are not with me here. Otherwise, I will go bankrupt. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, coffee time, coffee time. Hamas need to go, Allah need to go. The root of all evil is Islam. People, they keep talking about Hamas, but the truth is, it is Islam. Did you ask yourself why all those Muslims are so excited for what Hamas did? Because they are Muslims. Islam is the problem. It's not Hamas. Hamas is a group of Muslims following the teaching of the filthy Muhammad. But nobody want to say why they did what they did, because they are following the filthy teaching of Muhammad. Why they were shouting Allahu Akbar when they are killing people? Because they are following the filthy scumbag Muhammad. Why they burn people alive? Because they following the scumbag Muhammad. Why they hate the Jews? Because they follow the command of Muhammad to kill the Jews. Nobody want to say the truth. Everybody is speaking what Hamas did, but nobody want to say this is what Islam did. Even the Jewish leaders don't say why Hamas is doing this. In fact, many of them, they say not all Muslim don't believe in this. Muslim don't. They don't. Since when? Since when? Even after they killed your babies, still you are politically correct? Even after they rape you? Here, no place for being politically correct. This is why YouTube don't allow us to have super chat or any support or anything. No commercial. Every scumbag in the world, he can get commercial. Because they will not let you get supported. You are not politically correct. And people learn, if you want to be successful in their measurement of success, you have to be politically correct. Well, for me, my success have nothing to do with your money. My success is to be saying the truth, not making money from YouTube. My success is to go to bed and I sleep comfortable, for I say the truth, not lying to people and fooling them. That is my success. Otherwise, as the Lord, he says, what is the benefit if you win the whole world and you lose yourself? So in the world today, they want you to lose yourself so you can, you win the world by losing yourself. You go to hell. You have to adopt the lying business. Everybody lie to everybody. 90% of those who they are in politics, if not 99, they knew Islam is evil. Many of them, they oppose homosexuality. Many of them, they oppose abortion. Many of them, they oppose many things, but they themselves, they vote for it. Why? Because they are politically correct. As simple as that. They don't dare to point their opinion with honesty because they knew that they are there to gain, not to lose. And their gain is to gain today. Positions, work, money. To lose is to lose those. For us as a Christians is to gain the truth. We are not losing. They are the losers. And their babies, they are paying the price. Their babies are confused about their gender. Their babies having 20, 50 rings in their ears and their nose. They don't know what to do with the ear. I mean, they are #1 problem in the security of the airport. They have rings everywhere. Their belly button, their vagina, their penis, their toes, their nose, their tongue. Confused people. Their babies is the one commits suicide, not the Christian kids. Because they lose their comfort, they lose their security, they lose their confidence, and they don't know what they are. And this is why there's a huge number of people committing suicide from those kind of people. Who is the one going to take drugs? A Christian believer? No. There's no Christian. There's no way you can be Christian and you can take drugs or sell drugs. Who is the one who will do porn business? You can't be a Christian and you're doing porn. Bring women to work for you like Andrew Tates or human trafficking. Christianity is not only a faith, it's a solution for all kind of things we have in our life. Why people, they face problem in their families? Because when they get married, the Lord was not in the marriage. And because of that, divorce will happen. And then, even when they get married, their marriage was not real. It was just a partnership. The Lord is not there in marriage. So for us, the teaching of the Lord is a solution, is a constitution, is a doctor, is a healer, is a medicine, is a comforter, and the most important thing, will clean your mind from confusion. A believer have a comfort nobody can explain. A disbeliever is always paranoid, upset, unhappy, demonic. So I encourage you to teach your children so they can learn the gospel for this is their support when they are youth, when they are adult. Otherwise, they will be the same as those poor children who grow in New York, Chicago, They put rings in their faces, tattoo everywhere. You cannot even see their face. Go to Philadelphia. Did you see Philadelphia? This is the atheist city. People walking like zombies. You know what zombies mean? I'm not joking. This is the fruits of atheism and liberalism. Scary. When I say scary, I'm not exaggerating. If I search right now in Google, just Philadelphia, what do you see? You expect the name to say something like nice. I just type Philadelphia. What is this? What is that? What's happening? Is that a zombie town we see in the movie? It is. This is not a fiction movie. You can go there. They destroy generations. They kill them. Look at them. This is, and you will not see Joe Biden speaking about this. He will not go there. You will not see even a Christian congressman saying, what's going on there? Nobody care. Why this is happening? How even the drugs is coming there like rain? The whole city is a zombie city. What they will show you an actor, she is wearing a bikini and she is going to Hawaii with her boyfriend. This is their news. This is what is important. An actor, she is asking for divorce. Tom Cruise, he want to sell his villa. You notice that all of them, they are bending over like Muslims, praying to Allah. Look at the faces. This is a city where, thanks to the drugs and liberals. And if you ask them, atheism, liberalism is the best way to live. Sex and drugs. And then sleep in the street and be homeless. So show your children what the drugs can do to them. Don't wait until they say, oh, they are so young now, they don't know. No, show them. Show them. Let them get scared. Scare the hell of them from the result. Smoking, drinking, drugs is not your friend. Anyway, I might be back in a few hours to see what is the update in Israel. And how many hours, guys, you want me to be away? Let us see. Let me call Netanyahu and ask him, hey, when the attack will happen, man? Why you don't give us the exact hour? Don't worry, I'm not going to tell Hamas. I will call only Obama. Their friend Obama or this rabbi. Look at this guy. What a potato. All right, guys, I will be back soon later, maybe today. Depend on if the invasion start to get those dogs. And let us see who let the dogs out. And that's what we do here. So I hope soon, a few hours from now, maybe I will come back. Now for me, time to make coffee. It's morning. Until I see you again, may the Lord bless you. And I hope people in Asia today were able to hear me and have some time with us live, because we came in a time which is perfect for their time. Thank you.